What's up, my dudes? Here are my notes. And that's my presentation. I'm just going to pretend like y'all can see that. We'll make it work. Okay. So, as farmland is continuing to be built on, childhood memories of chasing lightning bugs will become just that, memories. Living in the country, for most, is a blessing and a responsibility. I've lived here my whole life, and I understand what a blessing it is to not only live here, but it's also important that we recognize the responsibility of living on farmland. As a community that lives on farmland and in the country, I believe that it is our responsibility to make educated decisions about our land. Loss of natural habitat and farmland are continuing to grow, and it's up to our community to help stop this. Around 2001 to 2006, just shortly after my family moved here, multiple houses were built just right across the street. After this, there was a gradual decline in the local lightning bug, monarch butterfly, and ladybug population. The landowner just across the street had initially a large piece of land, but he sold it in small lots so that more houses were built. From my personal experience growing up here, I have noticed a loss of local wildlife, like the lightning bugs, were very prevalent when I was a child, but now I don't see any more. In an article from austintexas.gov from 2019, it states that there has been a lot of urbanization of local farmland just in Texas. In an article, these are just a few of the negative effects. In an article from agripulse.com from 2019, it talks about all the negative effects of urbanization of farmland and wildlife. And in a statement from Mary Frances Casey, a local from Celeste, Texas, she noted that there has been an increase in urbanization as well as a decrease in local wildlife, and she believes that there is a correlation between this. She has also noticed a prevalent use of pesticides, which had not been noticed before. These are just a few examples of the negative effects of urbanization. However, we can prevent these negative effects by making educated decisions about our property and land with an awareness of the environment around us. It's important that we preserve this local farmland, and it's also our responsibility. We can do this by making decisions. For instance, how your land will be used if you decide to sell it. Is it really in the best interest of the environment around you? So here's a image from the Farm Bureau from 2017, showing how much land is rural and how much is private or public. So there, you can see it a little better there. Here is also a picture from Michigan State University. I thought it was a really cute picture, but it shows the decline of monarch butterflies from 1995 to 2015. And you see there's a sharp decline here, and that's when I personally started noticing a decline in the population. Here's an image from treehugger.org. of fireflies. I thought it was a pretty picture. Okay, so back to my speech. An example of this solution going into effect is national parks. These parks are reserved by the nation to help preserve wildlife and farmland. And although we can't fully stop urbanization from happening, we can still slow the process and fight for a cleaner environment. In an article from earthobservatory.nasa.gov, it states that once an area of land is urbanized, it is very difficult to bring the soil back to its former state. All of these problems that I've stated can be avoided if the community acted on the solution that I have presented. Loss of habitat and farmland can be preserved if we as a community made informed decisions about the fate of our land. In an article from unichronicle.org, it talks about how a community can work together to preserve farmland. This not only helps preserve farmland and local wildlife and fauna, but it also creates a cleaner environment. So, as discussed, it's our responsibility as farmland owners to make educated decisions about our land. We can see this through the negative effects as outlined above. So next time you make a decision concerning your property, be aware of the weight of your decision concerning the environment around you. As a community that is blessed with the opportunity to live in the country, it is also our responsibility to take care of it. Thank you. Bye.